What's going on? Have you ever felt frustrated or oversold when it comes to creating an online yoga business website with WordPress? Perhaps you were sold the power and flexibility of WordPress, the affordability of it, but found yourself lost with too many plugins and the themes and page builders and all this stuff going on. And it really ended up not looking so good at the end product. And then on top of that, you had to add a bunch of other software to make the web platform actually work. My name's Chris Badgett. I'm a WordPress LMS, which stands for Learning Management System, software entrepreneur. I'm a coach to WordPress professionals. I'm a course creator. I'm also a daily yoga practitioner, and I'm a homeschooling work from home dad, coming to you live from the cabin in my backyard on our little organic farm. So I want to encourage you to stay to the end of this video, because you're going to get exclusive access to a resource called the WordPress LMS Buyer's Guide, which will help you select the most powerful learning management system technology that you need for your project based on the answer to some specific questions. So people ask me all the time, Chris, how do I build a beautiful online yoga website for business, for a brochure for the studio, but also for delivering online classes? I'm going to protect the identity of this person that came to me. I'll just call her Dreamer Cynthia. Cynthia wanted to have a gorgeous online yoga website. She wasn't very technical. She got frustrated whenever I would get into the weeds in terms of, the technology decisions and trade-offs and what we need to put together and ultimately how much it costs. It was a very frustrating experience for Cynthia. She wanted, basically in her mind, it was simple. She wanted to, have a brochure for her business so people could come in and take yoga classes or hire for one-on-one private sessions. But she also wanted to do the same thing online and start leveraging the power of the internet. So in her mind, it was simple, but it actually ended up taking a long time, and it didn't really work out that well for Cynthia. So, and I hear this from other WordPress professionals. They have a passion for things like alternative health and healing, but they, they're working with these clients and they just can't quite make it happen at the right price with the right tech and so on. So here's the challenge when it comes to building a online yoga website with WordPress. Number one, I call it studio narrow-mindedness. And this just means that a lot of the tools out there, like the WordPress themes and plugins, are really designed around a template for a website that's like a Main Street yoga studio. And I call it narrow-mindedness simply because these yoga instructors, many of them, for what's been going on in the world and whatnot, have had to figure out how to, operate remotely, do some Zoom classes, create some pre-recorded trainings, and stuff like that. So that's challenge number one, is thinking bigger than just in-person classes. Challenge number two is to truly satisfy the needs of a yoga business. It's easy to get things overcomplicated and build a website that gets lost in a sea of tech choices and expenses and really unnecessary WordPress tools and other software monthly subscriptions that just aren't really needed. Challenge number three is it can be slow to build. If you're working with a yoga professional, they've probably got some good ideas and some photography, hopefully. But when you get into the weeds of it and you start asking for all these other things to put the website together, it kind of falls off the rails. But here's my promise to you today. We're going to wipe away all these challenges, and I'm going to show you how to build a hybrid in-studio plus virtual yoga classes website, where the website can actually be the business. It can do the e-commerce. It can handle group sessions, one-on-one sessions, live sessions, and pre-recorded classes and that sort of thing. The other thing I'm going to help you with is with minimalist tech. So how do we pull this off in a way that delights our clients with a minimum amount of technology? And then the third thing I'm going to help you with is I'm going to show you how to launch this website, this online business in minutes, not months. So I'm going to go over a few key principles and then we're going to get into the tutorial. Principle number one is to meet the need. If you're building online yoga websites and getting into online yoga classes, you want to create virtual yoga classes, it's important to meet the need that the world wants right now. We need a combination of virtual, studio, group, private, live, asynchronous. So principle number one is to meet the need. Principle number two is to sell memberships that can be canceled instead of a la carte everything and all this complicated pricing. A confused mind does not buy. So if we set our pricing up so that there's only a few choices, and even if somebody just wants to buy one of something, they can just cancel the subscription on their own without having to call you or anything like that, we are going to embrace the subscription economy. Number three is we're going to simplify the pricing. The best marketing is a good product. So we're going to just simplify it down so that there's, in addition to recurring pricing, there's only a few options that covers anything anybody could want from a yoga professional. Number three is we're going to simplify the tech stack. So all you're going to need, and we're going to do this live on this video, is WordPress. You probably already have a WordPress site ready to go, a theme called Cadence, an LMS plugin called LifterLMS, and a calendar scheduling plugin called Simply Schedule Appointments, and of course a Zoom account. And that is it. That is the tech stack. We're not going to overcomplicate it. We're not going to get you stuck or your client stuck in all kinds of unnecessary monthly subscriptions. That's what we're going to do. And I'm also going to show you how to help your clients, your yoga studios, get something they're not actually asking for, but they definitely need, which is a steady stream of new leads and prospects and building their email list. So I've been building WordPress websites for over 12 years now. I've done a lot of work in the alternative health and healing niches. Some of my first clients were yoga experts and yoga studios. And, one of the very first customers who used LifterLMS was actually a yoga professional who did in-studio classes, but also did yoga retreats and did virtual coaching and online classes and things of that nature. So I've been around this for a long time. I'm going to compress a decade of knowledge into just this short video. So just pay attention, follow along. And I also just wanted to, before we get into the build, just dispel one myth, which is that local is the only way to make money as a non-celebrity yoga teacher. It's not true. There's a myth that you have to, you can only really deliver yoga classes locally, Main Street style in your local community. If you're not like a famous yoga celebrity, it's just not true. There is only one you. The world is a big place, and go look at a non-celebrity yoga YouTube videos and look at those view counts. Look at how these people who are not necessarily celebrities have these big yoga channels because they're helping in a certain way. Maybe they focus on back pain injury recovery or a certain demographic like postpartum, or they focus on pregnancy, or they focus on older men, or whatever it is. Like, there's all these niches, and you or your client only has, there's only one of you out there, so that personality can attract a unique tribe, especially if the whole world's your audience. So, and my pro tip for you today, I have another video called the YouTube traffic system, which shows you how to get leads, not just have a website from YouTube, which is particularly helpful for yoga instructors and yoga entrepreneurs, yogipreneurs they're called. So go check out the YouTube traffic system. If you do this for your clients, which isn't turning your client into a professional YouTuber, it's just helping them create 3 specific videos for YouTube that will drive a steady flow of client leads into their business. You're going to look like a hero for sure. If you're doing it for yourself, just follow along. You're going to be amazed at the results. So let's dive right into the tutorial. All right, so let's make this yoga website. I'm just going to share my screen with you. And you can see I have a blank WordPress install up in front of us. And I'm going to go into the back end here. I'm going to go to the dashboard. I personally like to turn all these off. And I don't really need these. If you go into screen options, you can just turn off all that stuff, clean it up a little bit. And what we're going to do first is we're going to install a theme called Cadence. So I'm going to click on add new and do a search for Cadence. And there it is. I'm going to click install and activate. And I'm going to install the Cadence starter templates. I'm going to be using it with Gutenberg, which is just plain WordPress. And then I'm going to click on Yoga Studio right here. And I'm going to click on a color palette that I like. You know, this is what a cool thing about Cadence is you have these global styles. So we'll just go with this first one. And let's just do a couple of playing around with the different fonts. And let's see. Yeah, I kind of like that one. So let's do that. And we can install the full site, which are all these pages, which include a blog, pricing page, shots from the yoga studio, and the home page, which is great. And we're not going to install a single page. We're just going to install the full site. So I'm going to click full site and click start importing. So while that's loading in the background, how amazing is that? We're starting with a yoga site that's already pretty far along in the process. So really, this really accelerates building out the site since we have this amazing template that's ready to go. So if we click finished and view our site, we can see we already have a really nice looking yoga site. So now it's a question of working on the wording and changing out images if we want, and really making it our own. So let's look at how to do that. Let's start up here at the top. So the first thing we have is this name. So let's go over here to the dashboard and go to Appearance Customize. And if we go into the header, let's see what we got. There's the site title. So let's say our yoga studio is called Namaste Yoga. And we'll just call it, let's see, studio and online yoga classes. That's going to be our tagline, if you will. And I'm going to click publish. And we've got a really nice looking site here. Let's visit the site. So you see how we've changed it up there. And now what we want to do is let's look at these, the pricing here. So this is like a brochure site for a studio, but what we're going to do is we're going to change it up a little bit, and we're going to add online classes as well. So I'm just looking up here at how to best do that. Let's go to the pricing page, and let's start working on this page a little bit. So this is the just the back end view in WordPress. I'm going to change the name of this plan from basic to online only classes. And this one I'm going to make online plus studio classes. We'll just call it online plus studio. And let's say the online class access, these are group classes. would be $59 a month. The online plus studio, let's actually increase the price here to $99. And the online plus the in-person group classes are more expensive. Those are $299 a month. So, and then in here, we can start adding like various benefits here. So, we can do scheduled Zoom classes. So using a virtual meeting software. And then we can do another benefit might be pre-recorded Zoom classes. And then specialized online classes. So these like addressing certain issues, and let's just, I'm just going to take that out. And then for this one, we'll do weekly, or let's do, weekly in-person classes. And then we've got, and we'll just call this at studio. And right here, I'm just going to copy these over. So this is where you get the in-person and you get the online stuff as well. And let's just go in here and put some call to action buttons. So I'm going to put a little button in here. I'll just hit this plus, or not that one, this one, this plus button. And I'll do a search for button. There we go. And we'll just do a sign up now. And we're not going to link that up just yet. And then we'll do that here as well, where it says sign up now. So what we're doing here is we've essentially created it where we have a online group classes, and then we have the studio group classes, and we're just kind of throwing in online as a value add in this case. So with the studio, it is more expensive. So, and then instead of a free trial down here, what we're going to do is do a, we're going to change this to a free 10-minute yoga routine. And I'm actually going to take this out of here. And I'll remove that. And down here, I'm actually going to add that button again. And this button's going to be, say, free instant access. And let's actually center that. And we'll center this one as well, these right here. And what we're doing here, let's see, why isn't that one centering? There we go. So what we're doing, I'm just going to remove that one I accidentally added. Cool. So what we're doing right here is we're essentially setting up the business model for this yoga studio. And what we're doing is we're offering online classes that are going to happen in Zoom. We have pre-recorded library of classes. And then we have specialized online classes that have been, made before. And then we have the studio option. And if somebody's not ready to buy right now and enroll, they can sign up for a free 10-minute yoga routine class, which we'll show you how to set up here in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and click update. And you can see how we've got our pricing page has been updated, and we've got our buttons here, and we're ready to go. And we have this gorgeous yoga studio site that's already here. So, and then we would want to update these areas as well. So I'm not going to do that in this video just to save time, but you can just, copy and paste and update here and recreate that third option over here, like we did on the pricing page. But then what we want to do is we want to install a learning management system. Now, the best learning management system plugin for WordPress is called LifterLMS. So I've got that plugin on my desktop here. So I'm going to upload it. So we're going to install that. I'm going to click install now. And I'm going to activate that. And this is going to take us into what's called the quick setup wizard. So I'm going to click get started now. I'm going to install these pages that LifterLMS needs to function. And this is really where the magic happens, where we're turning our website for our brick and mortar studio into a literal online yoga business. We'll enable offline payments, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. We're going to allow some tracking. And as we load up the last step here, this is going to give us an opportunity to import some sample courses. For this video, I'm just going to import this free course lead magnet template right here. I'm going to click import course. Oops. There we go. It's coming in. So that just landed, and there's instructions here how to use this template, but I'm just going to jump right into it and show you how it works. So I'm just going to remove that little link. So this is going to be our free mini course. So let me show you what I mean here. So I'm going to copy. I'm just going to go to the front end of my website here. And over here on the pricing, where if somebody's not ready to buy right now and they want a free 10-minute yoga routine class, that's what we're going to make for free right now. Technically, we call that a free course lead magnet. So I'm going to rename this course 10-minute yoga routine class. Start your practice now free. And then I'm going to use this text here. Discover how to increase your mood and reduce stress without having the pressure of taking your first yoga class with a group of strangers. I'm just making that up, but you see where I'm going. I'm trying to make it so that this free class just helps people kind of get into your world and start learning from you or your client's yoga training. So here, this is where we get the actual lesson content is. So we might like teach a series of 3 different forms for people to learn and practice, and then really like kind of introduce yoga, show people how to use the website, get into the various course, the actual 10-minute free class, and then we're going to have a video congratulating them, asking for some feedback, and then encouraging them to sign up for one of our paid plans. So I'm just going to click update now, and let's see what this looks like on the front end. So you can see what we have here is our course, and we've got the free instant access. People can sign up. If we go inside here, this is a video where you learn how to use this type of lesson to help start building your email list. But let's set up the sidebar here. So this starts looking like a online course. So I'm just going to go into the back here, go to Appearance Widgets. And over here in the course sidebar, I'm going to put this Progress widget. I'm just going to call it Progress. And then I'm going to put this Syllabus widget and call it Lessons. And then on the lesson sidebar, I'm going to do the same thing. That's what we were just looking at, was an individual lesson. And I'm going to put the course syllabus widget right here. I'll call that Lessons. And I'm just selecting some options so that people can, manage the sidebar that's the most useful for them. You'll see what I mean in a second. So now if we go to our courses and we go to our yoga class and we go look at it, I'm just going to look at it on the front of the website here. And so this is the course. We're just going to keep the single column layout. And if we go into an individual lesson, you can see how now we have the progress bar and we've got the various lessons here. So all you would need to do is just to record your videos that go in here, and you can update the sample videos with your own with your free course. I highly recommend doing this. This allows you to get people signing up, to build your email list. It gives you confidence in your ability to create courses and lesson content. And it's just a great way to get started and learn the software. So if we go back into this lesson, I'm just going to click Edit Lesson. And you can see right here where we've got a link to the video that we're using in that lesson. And then if we go back over, I'm over here, I'm clicking on the course itself. This is what it looks like in WordPress. But then down here, there's this Launch Course Builder button. So here is where we have those actual kind of table of contents for the class or the course. So you can, reorder lessons. You could add a new one if you wanted to, let's say, have 4, if you wanted to have 4 steps. So I was just adding those down here, and you could just call this step 4, learn and do. And you can even, from right in here, you can actually add the video if you want, right in here as well, to just do it all from this one screen if you don't want to click through over to the individual lesson, which is what that link does right there. And if you need less lessons, you can just delete stuff. We can pop one just in the trash, just like that. So it's just a template. It's there for you to use. And let's go look at that on the front end again. And then maybe we want to put a different image up here from the placeholder image. I'm going to click on Edit Course. And over here in the featured image area, I'm going to replace this image. We'll go into the media library. And what do we got here? Here's some other images that were that came with the Cadence starter template. So I'll set that one as a featured image. Click Update. And we can view our course, and you can see now it's starting to look more like a yoga site. So the next thing we're going to do is set up the pricing on this page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the back of my website, and under LifterLMS, add-ons, and more, these are some of the premium Lifter features. So I've got my license key connected. If you're looking to purchase LifterLMS, there'll be a link below this video, but I'm going to click Install Now on the Stripe integration, which allows me to take credit card payments on my website. So that was installed and activated. And the next thing I'm going to do is create a membership. So I'm going to click on Add Membership. And I'm just going to call it the Namaste Yoga Membership. And for right now, I'm just going to remove this since we're not really going to use this page as a sales page since we already have a pricing page. All I want to do is, I'm going to go ahead and click Publish here, is create some access plans. So down here, I'm going to click Add New. And this is for our online only option. And that one, I'll just put the button text as sign up now. And this one costs $99 every month for all time, basically, which means until somebody cancels. And I'm going to click save on that. I'll just title that online classes only. Click save. And then we're going to add another access plan, which is online plus studio, which are the in-person classes. And this one's more expensive. This one is $299 every month for all time, basically until somebody cancels. So the next thing we're going to do is, let me just make sure I got that right, $299 every month for all time. I'm going to click save. So now, just to see what this page looks like, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click preview up here, and we'll preview it in a new tab. And you can basically see we just have two payment options here. So if someone were to click on the $299 a month, they would go here to check out. We don't have the credit card part set up yet, but this is what the checkout looks like. So I'm back here, and what I just need is I need these links right here. So I'm going to take that one and this one, and I just copied them. So this one is the online only one. So I'm going to copy that. And then I'm going to go to my page here. I'm going to click edit. And then here, I'm going to link up this one to that checkout for the $99 per month class. I'm going to click update. And I'm going to get my other link here. This is the $299 per month one. So I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to go back here to this button. I'm going to highlight the button text, click that, and hit update. So now when we look at this website, you can see how we have essentially created an online academy and also a billing system for the in-person classes as well. And if someone were to click on this, so sign up now, they're going to go to checkout. Let's set up the credit card processing real quick. So if we go back into the back end of the website and we go to LifterLMS settings, since we activated the Stripe plugin, we're going to go to integrations, or actually checkout. And where is it? Maybe we didn't activate it. We might have just installed it. Let me just make sure. So here's Stripe. We licensed it, but we didn't activate it. So let's click activate. And then when we go to LifterLMS settings, checkout, I'm going to enable this Stripe, which does the payment processing. Now, the way Stripe works is you have to sign up for a free Stripe account connected to your bank account. They're going to take 3% of the transaction, basically. That's the fee. So it's free to sign up for. They take a little bit per transaction. And you just log into your Stripe account, and they're going to give you some codes that you just copy and paste right here. We have documentation on exactly how to do it. But for this demo purposes, let's look at it. Going back to the checkout, we've got Stripe enabled. Let me make sure I turn that on. Enable Stripe. Got to hit save. Cool. And then if we go to checkout, we've got Stripe and manual. This could be like where somebody sends you a check or something like that, or pays you in cash. That's how that works. But if we go back to our website and somebody clicks on, if somebody clicks on this, hold on, let me refresh that page. There we go. So once we put in our Stripe keys, the credit card fields will show up here, and somebody can buy the online yoga membership. If they prefer to get the in-class plus online version, they can click that. If they prefer to get a free course, they can click that. And you know what I might do actually is, instead of sending them directly to the sign up there, what I'm going to do instead is go to my courses, and I'm going to click view. This is our yoga class here, and 10-minute yoga routine class. And I'm actually going to clean up the design there a little bit real quick. So courses, or appearance, customize, LifterLMS, course layout. And I'm going to do this. Where's the title? Course title layout. I don't want it separate. And then I do want to show the featured image behind publish. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. So, all right. So we've got that done. I'm going to back out of here, go to courses. And if we view it now, this is our 10-minute yoga class. So this is actually the link that I'm going to use. Sign me up. That's going to take you to the free enrollment right here. Since I'm already logged in, it's trying to get my first and last name since it doesn't know who I am yet. That's what that is. But I'm going to go back to the pricing page, and I'm going to edit the link down here to instead go to that course page so that people can learn a little bit about it before they have to give up their email address. So somebody can click here. They can learn about the 10-minute yoga routine class, how to get started for free, they can click sign up and jump into the free registration. And when they're ready, they can come back and purchase one of the Yoga Studio's paid options. So then the last thing we're going to look at is this Book Now button. So this is for doing private sessions. So what I would do here is I would go to plugins, add new. I'm going to upload a plugin called, or not upload, I'm going to search for a plugin called Simply Schedule Appointments, but that should get it right there. I'm going to install now. So this is like a WordPress version of Calendly. I'm going to activate it. And you can see appointments down here. So basically what we're going to do is use this tool to create a way for people to schedule on our a private session that's in sync with our calendar. So we'll create a new appointment type, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to call this a private yoga monthly. We'll call it a private yoga. We'll call it private weekly yoga membership. All right. And this is weekly. It is for 1 hour. Or we'll do it like this. And basically you can just go through all this, set it up. I'm going to click save there. And what we want is this little code right here. So I'm going to copy that little code and go back to the website here. And I'm going to create a new page. I'm going to click add new. And this page is going to be called private yoga scheduling. And we're going to do this in a normal layout there. And I'm just going to paste that code right there. I'm going to publish that. And let's see what that looks like. You can see where somebody can start booking this code. They can start booking their private session. So of course, this still needs to be hooked up to your calendar or your client's calendar. I'm not going to go into that right now. But what we want to do here is go back to LifterLMS, and we need to sell access for people to be able to use this. So what we're going to do is go to the memberships. We're going to create a new membership called Private One-on-One Yoga. We'll do virtual. We'll do virtual in this case. And I'm just going to remove this for now. And then what I'm going to do is add an access plan. So down here, this one is actually also $299, but it's not monthly. It's every week for all time. So basically they can cancel it if they don't want to keep going. But remember, we're selling memberships and subscriptions, not one-off a la carte items. So that is there. I'm going to click publish. Let's see. Oh wait, let me save it down here. What did I do? Oh, I got to give it a title. private one-on-one virtual yoga. I'm going to click save. And I'm going to grab that purchase link again. So it's right here. You can see it is $2.99 per week. So I'm grabbing the link to this page and I'm going to link it up to that book now option up there. So I'm going to go in the back here to appearance menus. And where do we have that one? It's probably in the Cadence appearance customize, header, button, book now. In the URL, we're actually going to go to that area, to that weekly $299 plan, book, virtual one-on-one. Well, let's see, let's do it book private session, or we'll call it private lesson. And I'm going to hit publish and back out of here. And this is where it gets really cool. Watch what I'm about to do here. So we have that scheduling page we created right here. So I'm going to view that page. But I don't want anybody to see this. I only want people to see this if they have if they're active in the membership. So this is going to be really cool here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this page. We'll do it right here. So the membership access. So we're going to restrict access to the private yoga scheduling page. You have to have the private one-on-one virtual yoga membership in order to access this page. So I've just protected that. So only people who have access to this are going to be able to see the content on that page. So what we're going to do here is when someone clicks on that, they got to purchase that. So one way to do it is, let me go back here, is we can actually link it up. I'm going to take this link and I'm going to link this button to this page. But you'll see if you're not an active member, you can't get in here. So I'm just going to back up here and go to appearance, customize, header. And the button, I'm actually going to link it to here. So I publish that, and I'm just going to go back to this view I have of the website that is not logged in at me as the WordPress administrator. So when someone clicks book a private session, don't worry about that pop-up. It's going to take them this page, but you must belong to the private one-on-one virtual yoga membership to access this content. So if we click on that, we can see that we need to purchase the private one-on-one membership in order to continue here. So that is a quick tour on how to build an online yoga business, both the website for the studio, but an entire online training portal with all the e-commerce, with everything integrated. All you need is this website and a Zoom account, and you are good to go as a virtual yoga instructor. And if you're doing this for your client, there's so much value you can add here by helping them embrace the membership economy, help them simplify their pricing, capture upsell potential, and also build their email list through what we call a free course lead magnet. I'm Chris Badgett from LifterLMS. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I wish you all the best serving yoga clients and helping yoga instructors all over the place build better websites, build more financially successful businesses where they can create a greater impact and a greater income and really live in that creative freedom that they're looking for as a yoga instructor. I'm Chris Badgett. Click the links below this video. I wish you all the best. Namaste.